Hello everybody! In today's reading, we are discussing that you're sitting on $1 million idea and this is your time now to take aligned actions to make it happen in the physical world. Your $1 million idea is something creative, heartfelt and nourishing. This is an offering that makes people feel something about what you're doing. The Knight of Cups over here, so we're starting your reading. Knight of Cups, he's the bringer of inspiration, and when combined with the Empress over here and Queen of Pentacles, it screams to me something artistic, something nurturing or wellness based that also has financial legs. The Page of Cups shows that it starts as a small seed of inspiration, and the Six of Pentacles shows it creates an exchange of value. People are eager to give back when you give from this place. Let's speak about what this business can be in the real world. I see it as some kind of creative business in beauty or designing something. Maybe you're launching boutique skincare line or handmade jewelry. It can be fashion pieces. It can be something that you created on your own as your clothes. Can be home decor brand that feels personal and meaningful, interior design, exterior design. Also, I have sense of some kind of candles, maybe infused with intention, poetry, aesthetic designs, services. Something else that comes to my mind can be healing or wellness platform. You can be holistic practitioner with this spiritual work over here. You might be somebody who likes to help people move through anxiety, reconnect with their essence. Nine of Swords in reversed show me that healing mental, emotional struggle is a key theme for yourself, also for the people that you are going to provide this business idea for. Another idea that you may think about is any kind of content creation with emotional resonance. This can be vlogs that blends creativity with emotional healing. This also could be monetizing through memberships or community supports. I see you as somebody who is very educational. You educate people. Also, you can think about any kind of businesses that includes caregiving, nurturing energy with children. Here, Page of Cups, this fish usually symbolizes children. Helping others nurture their ideas, their business, or even guiding parents, entrepreneurs in balancing their life. Because this is a general reading, I'm giving you some guidance of what can be, but of course the idea lives within you and you're the one who has to really go within and ask yourself what can be this intersection of creativity, healing and practical value that you can provide for others. Okay, let's discuss now what's blocking you currently. And here are the cards that speaks about what's blocking you. Let's start with 10 of Cups in reverse. I sense that there is blockage by comfort, expectations, or any kind of fear of loss. The 10 of Cups in reverse shows you want harmony, but also you don't want to rock the boat or disappoint family, society. The card Death is showing me that inner transformation is required. Because in a sense you resist of letting go of old stability. Here the 8 of Swords and 4 of Swords, those two pairs are classic limiting beliefs, living in your head more than necessary. Maybe telling yourself stories like I'm not ready, what if I fail, what if people don't support me, what if I lose money. There's so many what ifs, worst case scenario. Instead, to start doing it in the physical world with small, methodical steps that are going to bring you the desired results. How does this may play in your day-to-day life? For example, you might be somebody who stay at a stable but uninspiring job because it feels safe. Or you put your creative ideas on the side but never give them your full energy. You tend to overthinking instead of experimenting, like analysis paralysis. You might be somebody who waits for perfect moment, so-called, instead of starting small. Now let's speak what the outcome can be with these cards when you start. We start with the Knight of Pentacles. It speaks that success comes through consistent, practical steps. Not staying in your head and overthinking, but taking practical, small steps, experimenting in the physical world with different ideas. Usually, a Knight of Pentacles, it does not blow up overnight, but you build something lasting. You're not going to be the next story of a business who started and has to close after 6 months because you didn't have enough money to sustain. This is lasting. This is a legacy. This is empire. Here the King of Cups speaks about emotional mastery. You will create with emotional maturity, being emotionally intelligent, building a business that is not just only profitable, it is deeply aligned with who you are. This is why people trust you. The High Priestess over here, it confirms, it speaks to me that your intuition plays a massive role. You sense what the market needs, and this is how your ideas will start flowing. But when you start executing it, when you start experimenting in the physical world, you will see what works, what doesn't work, what requires more of your efforts, what maybe you should decide to not invest any more energy, effort, money, and maybe you can start something else. I mean, in the same industry. But until you start doing it in the physical world, you don't know really what works and what not works because you didn't tested it. There wasn't a testing period. You have to start in the physical world. From this place you can improve. What does this look like in practice? Maybe launching a small handmade product line. You can start with Etsy shop. You can start on Instagram. You can start on YouTube. You can start on TikTok. Slowly scaling into a brand with repeat customers. Everything that you sell, even if you're not a content creation influencer, you can still take advantage of social media because that's where the traffic of people will come. Obviously, you can speak with your friends and the community group, the people that you know, but that's limited, right? And on social media, you can reach people who doesn't know you, who are not familiar with your past, because here with the Ten of Cups, we had this thinking of what people will think, what people will say. And we want to escape that by building a community and clientele that sees you for your product, not for your past. Here I wanted to ask what a message from your future self. I wanted to know what they can tell you right now. I'll try to speak to you as if they speak. I worked at my craft daily. I stopped waiting for clarity and moved fast when inspiration hit. I allowed myself to play with ideas, experiment, test. Knowing not every option was forever, some were experiments, and that's fine. I shed old fears, old roles, and the need to have approval. And because I trusted the process and I trusted my intuition, I reached my version of success. And it's global, and it's world success. I want you to know that the money came because I showed up consistently. People began to trust me, my products, my services. The brand I created is now bigger than me. It's a legacy. That was a very beautiful message from your future self, really. And here are your takeaways from today's reading. Your $1 million idea is something creative, something healing, something emotionally connected to who you are as a person. It could be a product like a brand. It can be a service like healing, coaching, speaking, podcasting, teaching, or it can be a platform innovating something technical. Your block now is staying too safe, not experimenting or fearing transformation. The outcome is steady, emotionally fulfilling success built brick by brick. That's how legacies are built. That's how empires are built. So they can last for centuries. Don't wait for certainty. Don't wait for perfect moment. Start small, start consistent, and allow your craft to evolve. To claim this beautiful message, comment below, I take the first step now.